home. That's my backyard.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
No, that's a Zoom. That's a Zoom thing. But yeah, I do live here at the beach at Jacksonville, here in Florida. So the beach's about 15 minutes down the road.
Okay, cool. So a quick walk and you can be playing tennis esports and then have a swim in the sea.
Yeah, we playing tennis on the beach.
Hey, hey, I love it. Yeah, yeah. All right, Crocodilius, welcome to the show. Great to have you on. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I appreciate the time to come in and chat to you guys, man. I love what you guys are doing.
Awesome. Now, before we start, I just wanted to ask you about your name suggestions for the NPC. So you came up with Juice Virtualo, Raphael Unowin, and our favorite was Ace Virtura. How did you come up with them?
Oh man, it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm pretty creative. I don't know if you saw the ones I posted on LinkedIn, but the Chat GPT program is awesome. Just put in like tennis names, funny tennis names, and you can find a bunch of them. And so I posted a bunch on LinkedIn, like what was one, Smash a Bash or something. I don't know what they were. They were pretty funny, but um yeah, no, it's just got to be creative in it, have fun with them.
Yeah. Okay. So some was a stream of pure consciousness, and the other half was Chat GPT.
Yeah, it's amazing the AI stuff that's out there now for everything that people are taking advantage of and using.
How did you get started with tennis esports?
Well, I've always been a competitor and a gamer, and I've played tennis when I was younger, a long time ago. But I've been working in esports for the past 5 years. Um, and really been following the world of virtual and augmented sports for a while. I traveled all over the world supporting the professional tennis industry, particularly in the sports broadcasting and data collection, technical operations for events. So I was able to follow, what was going on in the tennis world. But I'm active on LinkedIn, and so I reached out to Alex and Gregory to see how I may be able to help connect them with some people in the tennis world that I've been involved with, and to see if there were any synergies there. But really to find out and learn more about the tennis esports game, to see if it was something that we can use with our youth and adult gaming esports leagues.
And when was that? So when did that connection first happen?
I believe I've been was it was probably June of last year, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's been a while. The tennis esports was really easy for me to pick up and play. Um, One of the things I always say is the older I get, the better I was. And so I always look back at that. But I know in April of last year, I founded First Coast Esports Alliance, and that's a nonprofit that focuses on youth gaming in particular. And we're really interested in finding unique ways, physical activities to incorporate into our esports program. In this past December, we actually hosted and promoted Tennis Esports at an event we did over the holidays, and so it was really fun to do that. We do some other AR stuff. We do the typical esports leagues for youth, things like that. We're actually working with a project that I'm excited about. I hope comes to fruition is with kids that have disabilities, and we're working with organizations that we can build in adaptive controllers and devices. I know Tennis Esports has done some wheelchair tennis stuff in the past. That was another reason that kind of drawn me to what you guys are working on. Is um, you know it's all cool stuff, so we can kind of help. Uh, Kind of bring those people that may have a disability be able to compete on the same level with able-bodied competitors, and so it's really cool way to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Great that you can give back to your community. Tell the audience, what game mode do you spend the most time on?
Recently been just jumping straight into instant match. I don't have a whole lot of time to do as much practice that I want to. But the instant match is good. It's hard for me here in the States, to try and find players right now as we try to grow the participation here. But you know, the hit 'em all is great. I love that. That's a great training tool. And then obviously the training that you guys have set up in there is good. Been working on my serve a little bit, so I'm getting my miles per hour up on that. So we'll see. But yeah, mostly just jumping straight into the matches, get out of bed, play. And once you get in the groove of the game, it's pretty easy to you got to work on your consistency and things, but once you get used to how everything's working, it's pretty easy to just jump in a game and play.
You were third last month. What will it take, Crocodileous, for you to be a winner of the Instant Cup?
Well, I'm gonna have to move to Europe, I think, so I can play more matches with you guys. But for me, it's not really about winning. It's about just competing and doing the best I can. I think any athlete will know that you just have a competitor's mindset. The wins will come, the victories will come. You just got to put in the time and effort to play. It's like I tell the kids, you never lose, you always learn. And so that's really what it's about for me right now. I'm not, it's good to be up on see your name up on the leaderboard, but it's not something that I'm really chasing. And I just right now it's just about having fun and meeting new players that enjoy it and making those connections.
Absolutely.
That, we'll hopefully some long-term friends and things like that through it. I know gaming has always been a big part of my life, as far as finding that bond that gets you indoors that you may need open. So
absolutely. So the community for you is where it's at. That's really what you value from it. And I tell you what, Crocodileous, we love you to be a part of our community, and we're so glad to have you on board with us. Do you have any sort of top tips for new players coming into the game?
yeah, one, just have patience. You try to hit winners, you're trying to hit those shots, trying to hit the corners or whatever. Being consistent and being patient and just playing a game. Definitely get on and do when you're playing the hit 'em all, for example. Make sure you're not just lobbing the ball into to get into the square, but actually trying to hit the targets with some speed. You get more points, I think, the harder you hit, right? So hit it with some authority, or especially early on in the rounds, when the boxes get smaller, you can kind of dial it back a little bit. But yeah, just have fun with the game. That's all.
To finish with, I have a new feature, and it's called quick fire round. Okay,
Oh,
so I've got some simple questions, just one or two words. It should be a nice addition. Do you play tennis in real life?
I do not currently play in real life. I haven't played a real match probably for 20 years, to be honest with you.
Okay, all right. Do you prefer serving or returning?
Serving.
You've been working on that serve.
Been working on it. Well, I
Um,
know the thing with serving is that you're gonna get to hit it. Returning, you might not be able to. So
that's true.
I'm gonna
Well,
take
especially if it's
I'm gonna
Gebu
take a
serving,
shot when
his
I
serves
can. Yeah,
are.
be on the offensive.
Yeah. Okay. Do you prefer grass court, hard court, or clay court?
I like the hard court.
Hard court.
Yeah.
Okay. How about your favorite out of mirror play and hit 'em all?
That's a good one. I like to hit them all a little bit better. I like the challenge of being able to, advance, get the points, and there's, I always beat myself in mirror play, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's you can play against yourself, and you've got the leaderboard. So, what's your favorite shot?
Any shot that goes over the net is in the court. That's my favorite shot. Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's a forehand or a backhand. As long as it goes in, it's fine.
They're all my favorite as long as they go in.
All right. What is your favorite city in the USA other than where you live?
Oh, favorite city in the USA? Say upstate New York. That was actually where I was born. It's beautiful up there. The hills, the country, it's great. But I don't know if you see us. I have my Sydney hat on for Alex there. But Sydney has always been one of my favorite international cities that I've been to.
Oh, awesome. She'll see it. Don't worry about that. I'll, make sure I pass on the good word. Are you a Roger or a Rafa fan?
I like Roger. I like Roger. I've seen what he does off court as well. They do both amazing stuff off court, but I really like what Roger does with his community.
Who's going to win the Insta Cup this month? Is it Cat or Gebu?
Oh, Well, why was I on that list? I mean, I'm upcoming. You never know, but no.
How rude of me.
I
All right. Well, Kat,
I really
Gebu,
think
or yourself?
time, because it's based on the number of Masters plays. I think Gabu's going to pull it off again. I think he's kind of pulled off a little bit further from Cat right now. So it's just really it's a function of just playing matches, and both those top two players are good players, so they're going to get the maximum points every time they play. They're going to win their matches, which is going to give them more points.
Yeah,
I'm going to
earlier this
predict
week.
Gabu, but I like Cat. Is if he can get up there and play some more matches, he's definitely I think the stronger, more consistent player. It's anyone's game as far as a numbers game.
Okay, John. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the beach.
It's
And
my backyard. We're in Florida.
and undoubtedly, I'll see you soon again on the court.
All right, take it easy. Thanks.
Okay, cheers.